It's an honor to say hello to the one and only, the incomparable, the often imitated, never duplicated Big John Fisher. There he is, Big John. I'm a little starstruck. This is incredible. How are you, sir?
I'm all good, Ariel. I'm starstruck as well because I've been a big fan of yours. We both have, myself and Johnny, for a good few years now. So thank you very much for having me on.
You're an absolute legend, and it's so great to see what you have become and how popular and famous you have become. And I know sometimes you get a little stick, as they say, for overusing the word surreal. But your life must feel surreal, does it not?
Listen, I get a lot of stick for quite a lot of things, so using the word surreal doesn't bother me. But yeah, it is, Ariel. I'm just a normal man, normal family man from like East London in London, like on the Essex borders now we live. And it's crazy. It's crazy what's happened to me the last few years, but I am just that normal man. So anyone can say what they want, bring it on. I don't care.
When and how did it all start for you, Big John?
As you said, about three years ago, my middle son Henry just used to put videos of me on the internet, eating Chinese, ordering Chinese, and a few of them went really big. And then it just sort of blew up. I started doing nightclub appearances for students, throwing prawn crackers out and chicken balls to the crowd. And it's just gone from strength to strength. And thankfully and hopefully, people still find it amusing or captivating, as you say, in a way.
It
So
is
long may it continue.
enthralling, entertaining as well. Your day job, what is it?
Well, I had a cheese firm for like 20 odd years, went family business. Still got the cheese firm, but I don't work on it physically anymore. But it's still there. Listen, we've had a lot of stress and strains from business and work. So I'm still working now, but it's just a little bit easier. I've got a nightclub appearance, believe it or not, tonight in Brighton, which is on the south coast of England, and I've got to be there for 1 a.m. in the morning. So after we do this, I'll have a couple of hours sleep, and I'll drive down there.
Okay, but so like the cheese business, are you not a part of it, actively working on it because you've become so famous doing this other stuff?
Yeah, I used to do like nightclub appearances and that, and then just get straight back in my van 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and go and deliver cheese. But thankfully now I'm earning enough money not to have to do that physically, go out in the van and do things. But it's still there. The cheese company's still there. My main supplier sort of took over the customers, so I've still got a hand in it, but not day to day.
And so when you make a nightclub appearance, what is that like? What is going on there? What does that entail?
I'll go in the DJ booth, just say hello to everyone, get them going, go through my array of international bosses, who wants a burger, things like that. And then we do a meet and greet so people come up and have a queue and have a photo with me and I have a chat with everybody. I did one in Hong Kong on the way to Australia a couple of months ago and the queue was 3 hours long. I was in Hong Kong in a bar for 3 hours
Come on.
saying hello and taking photos with people. So it's all over the world, Ariel. And I'm very grateful, very thankful because we're humble people. And for people to want to come out and say hello to me, it is surreal. So, but long may it continue. It's great. And hopefully be coming to New York very soon because I haven't been to New York yet. And we've got a lot of Bosch. My followers are called Bosch soldiers. Mine and Johnny's followers are Bosch soldiers. So there's a lot of Bosch soldiers in New York, Boston, Chicago. So I've got to get out to that part of America.
Oh yes. And how did the whole Bosch thing start as well? That's kind of your sign off, right? You always say it at the end. Where did that originate from?
Listen, a lot of people say Bosch. He's been going for like 50, 60 years, for as long as I can remember growing up. Comedians used to say it. And then just in one video, I just said, Bosch. And didn't think nothing of it, didn't say it again. And then I had thousands and thousands of messages. Why are you not saying Bosch? We love the way you say Bosch. And then I sort of done international Bosches, so it spread around the world. And I've just become known for saying that as well. I think it's the people like the way I say it. It's a little bit of energy, a little bit of fun. So, again, long may that continue as
Yes.
well.
My favorite, by the way, is when you say Le Bosch. I like the French one.
Listen, that was a great moment. We was in the middle of France on our way down to the south of France. It was 100 degrees. I was with my family, and someone just put a camera in my face, and it just come to me. I was so happy, nice feeling. I just went, Le Bosch! And that sort of took off instantly. So a lot of what we do, you're not looking for anything. It's just happened naturally. So again, I think it's the best way to be. I'm just a normal bloke, as I said, normal man and a family man. And everything I do is to put food on the table and roof over our head for the family.
Perhaps this is a question best for your wife, Charlotte, your children, Johnny, Henry, William, Hetty. Am I missing one?
Johnny, Hetty, Henry, William. That's it. 4 children, 3
Okay,
boys, 1 girl.
well done. What do they think of their old man? What does your wife think of all of this? Is this
She's sitting opposite me now. She keeps my feet on the ground. Don't
okay?
worry, because I have plenty of photos with young women, and she goes, "Oh, you're enjoying that too much. Your eyes are enjoying it too much." But listen, she's good. She knows I'm earning a living. I do travel the world. I try and take her whenever I can. But obviously, we've got a daughter who's 16 at school, so she can't come everywhere. But they keep my feet on the ground. Don't worry. If I ever say anything and they think I'm getting a bit too big for my boots, I'm quickly brought down to earth. So don't worry about that.
As far as your son's fighting career is concerned, Johnny Fisher, the Rumford Bull himself, how involved are you with him? Do you manage him? Do you help work on his career? Obviously, you help promote him as well. Eddie Hearn is his promoter, but like, how involved in the business of Johnny Fisher are you?
I'm involved in the business of being a dad and helping sell him tickets. He's got a massive following, and his following and my following go like hand in glove. So I stay out of the business side. I stay out of the training side because I am a dad. There's nothing worse than an interfering dad. But I am there for, if he needs my help, I can give him dad advice. But he's got a trainer, Mark Tibbs and Jimmy Tibbs, very good, one of the best. He's got one of the best promoters, if not the best, and he's got good managers. So I'm there as a dad, just purely dad advice, but I do help promote, and that is what I'm good at. So that's what I'll stick to doing.
Did you used to be a fighter?
I had 10 amateur fights, believe it or not, when I was a lot fitter. I did used to look like Johnny back in the day, until the Chinese took hold. But yeah, I had ten amateur fights. I think boxing or any combat sport is the best thing any young man or woman can do. Teaches you discipline, self-respect, and it teaches you that there are people out there that can do things to you. So it stops you being a bully. So we put all our children into boxing, but Johnny is the one that truly loved it. So, he's the one that stuck at it.
By the way, in late December, we last saw Johnny a tough fight against Dave Allen, and I was hearing
Yep.
rumblings as recently as yesterday that the fight announcement regarding your son is imminent. That we might be getting something in the next day or two, a potential rematch against Dave Allen. Is this accurate?
Well, listen, we thought it'd be today. Johnny's got fight news. All I can say is I can't jump the gun before Matchroom or DAZN. But Johnny's got a press conference on Friday, and Dave Allen's got a press conference on Friday.
Okay.
So we'll see if they're both at the same press conference on Friday.
The haters came out of the woodwork following that fight. What was that like for you to hear a lot of people now start to, criticize your son?
Listen, I'm used to the hate with being overweight. A lot of people, I've had that all my life, or not all my life, ever since I've been on socials. But with Johnny, when I saw that night, it was a tough fight. He had a blood clot on his ear from round 3, and he got through the fight. The doctors were amazed he got to the last bell, but that's because of the size of his heart. He has got a tremendous heart, and he showed a lot of character. And for people to have a go at him, just admire what the man's done. Don't have a go at him. It was a close fight. We watched it back. We analysed the fight with his team, his trainers, and he did win the fight. He won the fight by 1 round, and that was without us being through, special glasses or whatever you want to call it. He won the fight, but it was a tough fight. So if anyone said they thought it was a draw or they thought Dave won by a round, not got a problem with that. There was a lot of histrionics, robbery. It wasn't a robbery. So I'll stand my ground, and I'll stand Johnny's ground when I think anyone's taking liberties. Because I'm a normal man, as I said to you, so I will stand up as a normal dad. But Johnny showed a lot of character, a lot of guts that night, and he did very, very well to get through the fight. He had no balance from round 3 to 4 onwards. He couldn't stand up. That's why I had to keep leaning in. So credit to him for that. It was a great fight. It was a great fight, by the way. So that's why a lot of people want to see it again.
By the way, are you and Gareth A. Davies okay now? I've known Gareth for a long time, and I saw there was a little friction after the fight. Everything patched up?
No, not at all, and I won't patch it up. I'm the sort of bloke, Ariel. I come from an area where you stand by what your friends, you stick with your friends. I thought he was a friend. He's been to our house a couple of times. He's done things in our house that will stay between us. And for him to act the way he acted, I didn't appreciate it. So once the snake shows its true skin or its true colours, it never changes. So he can stay where he is.
Okay, fair enough. It was cool, though, before the fight, Turkey Al-Sheikh saying to your son, where's your dad, right? Something to that effect.
Yeah, again, the word surreal. It's Turkey, the man who sort of saved boxing. Put a lot of good fights on. For him to be asking where I am was very surreal. So we use that word. That's why I like the word surreal, because it fits.
It's a beautiful word.
Yes.
You're going to be the special guest referee for the Sausage and Cider Festival starting in May. Is that accurate?
Yeah. It's sausage eating contests. They're big festivals. There's loads of them all over the UK. I'm going to 10 of them. So I'm judging the sausage eating competition. I might do a little bit of sausage eating myself.
Oh,
Um, can't beat a good sausage.
what is like the most random event that someone asked you to show up to?
I asked to get to a lot of stag do's to surprise people, and the stags are tied to chairs, and they think a stripper's coming in, and they take the blindfold off, and it's me standing there with bags of Chinese. I've done that in Marbella in France, in the centre of London. So that's probably when people think they're getting a stripper,
Yeah.
and they take the blindfold off and they get me. But so far, everyone's been delighted to see me. So there's some shocking people out there.
What a compliment. And how would someone even go about hiring you to do something like this?
Normally, people message me on Instagram at It's Big John One, or in my bio there's an email they can email. And I've still got a few stag do's coming up in Ireland, one in Germany. I've got one in France. I did a couple in Spain. I do like the stag do's. They're very good because I do like surprising people, and a lot of the stag do's that I've been to have remained good friends with the actual stag and a few of the people that were there. So I do like to make friends. I'm a jovial person, and once you're my friend, you're my friend. So it's good to meet lots of new people.
You're on Cameo. You've got the YouTube channel. You've got the merch. Obviously, Instagram, TikTok. It's like a whole. This is a real business. This thing that people laugh about is a true blue business.
Well, the Chinese sit down. If you're ever over in London, we'd love to have you on that,
What an
because
honor.
people share a Chinese in our house. Me and Johnny, we film it, and it's not like a normal podcast. We just talk about a range of things, play a few games. The merch, my son Henry organises. He earns out of that. Good luck to him. He's doing very well with that. So it's good to see. And obviously Johnny is part of it with us. But the most important thing is Johnny's boxing, Johnny's career. So it's good that I can earn a living as well doing what I'm doing. But Johnny is the most important one, because he's the one that gets in the ring and gets punched. And I respect any boxers, any combat fighters that do that for a living. We
Sure.
take our hat off to them.
We're here in the United States. We're here in New York, and if you're ever in New York, hopefully we'll be able to see you. If not, over in London. But I'm familiar with the Brits, and so I'm wondering, when you got that call to do that bit over there, was that kind of like the apex of it all? Was that the coolest thing that has come of this so far?
Let me tell you a little story. I'm at the Brits, and I did my bit about 5 to 10 at night, so it's quite late. Was there all day, and I kept getting asked, "Come and have a photo with this one. Come and have a photo with that one." But I just wanted to sit down, relax, and get my line right that I had to do. So I'm not there to follow people or have photos with people. I was enjoying what I was doing, and when I had that call, yeah, it was very very strange, because, as I say, I'm a normal person, normal dad. And Jack Whitehall was very very friendly. He was a gentleman on the day, and I'm just glad I nailed it. Didn't stutter or stir, and I didn't repeat any of the order.
Yeah.
So I got it bang on. So I was quite happy with myself.
So if I happen to be patrolling the streets of Rumford, and I happen to stumble upon the Blue Orchid, I do believe it's called, the world famous now Blue Orchid, thanks to you and your family. There she is, right? Is that
It
it?
is unbelievable place. Unbelievable place. It's a family restaurant. We've been going there, me and my wife, since one was going out of each other before we had kids. Same family, still runs the Blue Orchid. Ray and his two sons, Richard and Daniel. And I don't get any monetary gain for promoting the Blue Orchid. I just love promoting it because they're wonderful people, and it is wonderful, wonderful food. I've been lucky enough to eat in all the fancy restaurants around the world, Chinese. This is the best Chinese anyone will ever have, and people come from all over the world now to eat there. That's it. That was a couple of weeks ago. They're
Wow.
brilliant people,
They must
wonderful,
absolutely
wonderful
love you.
people.
What would you
Yeah.
suggest as a first timer? What's the order? What would you suggest that I order to get a true taste of it all?
The true taste of the Blue Orchid, they do a set menu called the B2. You sit down, you have mixed hors d'oeuvres, which is spicy pork, their own special recipe, sesame prawns on toast, mini spring rolls, chicken satay, and crispy seaweed. Then you get crispy aromatic duck with all the trimmings. Then you have your mains, your special fried rice, chicken charming, sweet and sour chicken, Hong Kong style, shredded chili beef, plain mixed veg, and then on the side, always order some chicken balls and chips. And then after that, you get banana and apple fritters with ice cream, with caramel sauce, and then a coffee.
Oh
It
my!
is a wonderful, wonderful meal.
Look at that
Yeah,
menu.
there's the Blue Orchid menu. Look at that.
I mean, it's
They're
just
great people. They're great people there, Ariel. They're some of the best people we've met. So good luck to them. They deserve everything that's coming to them now because they've struggled through the last 50 odd years, and thankfully they're getting a little bit of fame and fortune from it
yes.
now.
I
So
would love to go
good
there
luck
one
to them.
day. Yeah, I'm so hungry.
Listen, when you're in London, you've got to come.
Okay.
Come.
And could I? So you posted on your Instagram one time like what the order was. I'm putting you on the spot here, but I have it in front of me here. The oh no, don't put it. Don't get rid of it. Get rid of it. There it is. I want to know. I want to know if you know it off the top of your head. With nothing, there's nothing in front of you right now. There's no.
No, nothing. Listen, if this is Saturday night Chinese,
Yeah.
I would have plain charming, shredded chicken charming, special fried rice, egg fried rice, spicy pork. We'd have barbecue ribs, sweet and sour chicken balls, sweet and sour chicken Hong Kong style, shredded chili beef, beef in black bean sauce, beef with onions, chips, prawn crackers, curry sauce. We might go for a Singapore rice noodle, and it all depends if Johnny's with us if we get another couple of other dishes as well. But it's pretty much the same week in, week out. And you make me feel hungry now, even talking about it. So
Is this every
I haven't had
Saturday?
Chinese for a couple of days.
Is it
Sorry?
every Saturday? Hey there. Sorry to interrupt. Just want to remind you, if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. We would appreciate it very much. And while you're at it, give us a thumbs up too. You know, we've got live shows, interviews, clips, and a whole lot more going on this here channel. All right, now back to the show.
Every Saturday and sometimes on a Friday as well.
Wow. And what about Monday,
yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday? What are you eating on those? Like, what's the other vice that you have as far as food?
Well, Charlotte's sitting opposite me now. She does a bit of cooking. She's not the best, but she tries.
What?
She's just give me a dirty look. But she does like to burn food. That's probably why I've put weight on and I eat out a lot.
It's her fault.
I like fish and chips. We're blessed around here. We've got fish and chips, Chariot's fish and chip shop. And we've got some good Indian restaurants, some good curry houses, as we call them, where we live in Gidea Park. So if it's not Chinese, it'd either be fish and chips or curry.
Yes. Is it not accurate that Charlotte, your wife, and I heard you give her a shout out when you did the bit on the Brits, so she has to be thrilled with that.
No, come on, do you want to see her?
Yeah, let's see her. Let's see her. Come on, Charlotte. Don't be shy.
I'm not ready to be.
Yeah, look. But just sit there. There she is.
Hello, Charlotte. How are you?
Yeah.
She probably can't see
Thank
me
you,
because we're
sir.
full screen. Put me on there for a minute. There she is. Hello, Charlotte. How are you?
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to see you. What do you think of
I'm
your husband
embarrassed.
becoming this international superstar?
Oh, I'm very proud of him. He's worked very hard for 30 years on the family business, which has had its ups and many downs. But no, it's I'm proud of him. It's great.
I've got a trophy wife, haven't I? Look, she looks gorgeous standing there.
Cooked dinner.
Yeah.
And did you have?
Rottweiler's looking at her.
Does she have her own spring rolls? The Charlotte spring rolls, are those on the menu?
Mini. She always says every time mini spring rolls. She loves mini spring rolls. So that's why I put that little bit at the end.
I love it.
Every time, if I'm ordering on the phone,
Get some because you're ordering.
I don't forget them. I never forget them. Never forget them.
Right,
thank you, Charlotte.
Yes,
Bye.
fantastic. Nice to meet you, Charlotte.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
I feel like the move, John. I'm not trying to take away business from the Blue Orchid, but is the move for you to open your own restaurant?
Listen, a few people have said that. A few people have, but I think, could I open a Chinese restaurant? I'm not Chinese, so I don't really think that would fit. Could I go in business with somebody? Yes, probably. But if I had a restaurant area, I'd want to be there as well. So people could see me and we could talk, and I think that'd be a big pull. But at the moment, I'm travelling around quite a lot. So perhaps a restaurant in a year or two time when I stop travelling around so much, that could be the next step, yes.
I do see sometimes you responding to the haters talking about, your health and whatnot. I think that is a fair question. What do you do to try to remain as healthy as possible?
Listen, I've been fit and healthy all my life. Thank God, touch wood. I used to box, I used to be a sportsman in many ways. So it's probably helped me now. I've put weight on. But we do a lot of walking, we've got 3 dogs. I'm a member of the gym, we do swimming. But I have got to get a bit healthier. You can always get a bit healthier. I'm not here advocating unhealthy lifestyles. It's just I do enjoy my food. I'm 51 now. So I've just got to make sure I counteract with eating a bit of food, with being a bit more active. And I know I've got to be a bit more active than what I have been. But we'll start tomorrow.
Okay, yes. By the way, yesterday International Pancake Day. Lemon and sugar is your order. Lemon on a pancake.
Lemon and sugar's got to be done. You put the lemon over it, then the sugar, roll it up, more lemon, more sugar. It is the best. Might seem strange for you over there in America,
Yeah.
but for us in England, lemon and sugar is the main thing.
And
So especially for me.
and which football club do we support over there? Is there a Rumford team?
Listen, we got Romford. They're like an amateur team. My son Henry used to play for them, so big shout out to Romford. But our local sort of the big team around here. There's two. There's two. You got West Ham United and Leighton Orient, who I used to play for as a schoolboy, and we go and watch a little while. They're doing okay at the moment, Leighton Orient. But West Ham, my good friend Steve Potts, he's the under-23s manager there, and his son Freddie Potts is a player. He's on loan at Portsmouth. So West Ham are our local team, but William actually supports Spurs. So William is a Tottenham Hotspur fan.
Okay, I think Leighton Orient were the ones that kind of went toe to toe with Man City recently, right?
Yeah, they did. They lost in I think the last minute or so, but they were winning for a long while in that game. But they're a good local club, got a good fan base, good people running the club. So we've been fortunate to go over there a couple of times. It's just getting time, Ariel. You know, I haven't got the time really to support a team on a regular basis, and I wouldn't be like other people making out they support a team.
No, plastic.
To tap into fan base. Yeah, it is what it is. You know, I'm more of a rugby man than football man. I love my rugby.
Okay.
I love supporting England rugby. Do a bit with England rugby. I just think rugby players, you know, they're unbelievable what they do each week in week out. Physical demands on the body, and I just love the honesty of the game. I think football's lost a little bit of that at the moment, but rugby players have got that honesty and integrity still when they play.
So you've got the appearance tonight at the nightclub on a Wednesday night, by the way, in Brighton.
Yeah, student night.
Ah, fun. Well, give us a couple more in the coming weeks and months, places that you'll be.
Well, we'll be in the French Alps in a few weeks.
Wow.
In front of 2,000 students. I'm taking Charlotte there. I'm taking a whole family there. We've got a nice lodge right in the middle of the French Alps. Where else? Just come back from Dubai. I've done a couple of appearances in Dubai. I've just had a month in Australia, and I'm going back to Australia in about 3 weeks' time. So Australia is big for me. It's a massive following over there. And Hong Kong. Going to be going back to Hong Kong as well. I've just recently been to Hong Kong.
Unbelievable.
And we're just talking now. Yeah, I've got to come to New York, Boston, and Chicago, though, because a lot of people keep asking me. I'm going to make sure I get to New York. Never been to New York, and it's one of my aims.
Yeah, no, you have to come. By the way, one last one. Hong Kong style, when you say that, I love the way you say it. What does that mean, Hong Kong style?
It's like chicken or pork or lamb or beef, and it's sort of fried in the sauce, and the sauce sort of becomes sticky, not quite kung po sticky, but it sort of comes part of the chicken, if you know what I mean, with a little light crispy batter, but you can't even notice the batter after time, and it comes with like pineapple, peppers, and some onion, and it's all mixed up. It's very nice.
Wow, you're making me so hungry. It's a delight to follow you and your family, and I wish you guys nothing but the best, all the success and love in the world, and don't listen to the haters, and I know they're few and far between. Sometimes they could be a vocal minority, but there's a lot of people who get great joy out of your zest for life. You have a joie de vivre that's really a lot of fun to follow.
Listen, we've been a big fan of yours for a long while. Appreciate what you do, and listen, appreciate people following me. It is crazy. Even the haters, you know, a lot of the time I go back at the haters, and 9 times out of 10 they'll end up being my friend, and I'll be friends with them. It's always good to talk. You know, a lot of people do things when they're online. We've all done it. We've all said things online that we shouldn't say, and when you actually call people up on it, they realise, oh, perhaps I haven't been right there. So even the haters are welcome to keep hating, because hopefully I can change a couple of their minds.
Much love, Big John. All the best to you.
Thank you,
continued
Ariel.
success. Thank you for coming on. Hopefully, we'll be able to speak to you in the very near future and enjoy
Hopefully
Chinese
I'll be in New York soon, but when you're in London, definitely having a Chinese with us.
It's a date. Thank you so much. All the best to you.
Cheers, my friend. Take care. Thank you.
There
Bye-bye.
he is, the man himself, the Bosch master, the one and only, the food consultant, the leader of the Rumford Bull Army. The husband to Charlotte. How lovely is Charlotte? Wow, that was great. The one and only Big John Fisher. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Thanks for watching this video. Before you go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Also, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment. These things go a long way. And while you're here, do check out the rest of the channel. We've got live shows and full interviews, clips, and a whole lot more. We're doing big things here, and we appreciate your support very much.